Hey, Tay, if I troll, bro, like, hey, Tay, if I troll,
Bruh, oh my
hey,
gosh.
Tay, if I troll, bro, like, would you be mad, bro? Like, he's so nasty, so nasty. Cut the squad, cut the squad, cut the squad.
Bro, what the? Oh my gosh. Bro, oh my gosh.
City gonna make a miss like crazy.
Niggas literally just running stretch, bro. Like, he's so gay. Oh yeah, I hope that's not on stream. Man, cancel me. don't care.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Dalvin Cook.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
2nd and 12. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They'll run with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
7-yard line.
Our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Minnesota.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
48-yard line.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 42. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to let it go deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, Cook. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
And on play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Wentz now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that'll bring up second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
7-yard line.
Now Wentz again. And he fires one incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 31, Colts 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
First down, Vikings.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
7. And the Vikings first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Cook has it, left side. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 38, Colts 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll look to throw, and he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Matt Gay sent to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Wentz now on first down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Second and 11 at the 41. Again, it's Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check. Lucky. Here. First down 10.
Wentz to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to 24.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 45, Colts 21. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lets it fly for Thielen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
An interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Anthony Barr picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw right sideline here is complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Fumble on the play.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
29.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a...
And now look at him go. The 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Again, it's Cook. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 49 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Wentz again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.